Welcome back, whippersnappers. This is Gramps. We're in Shapez2, and I let this shape go ahead and run through to get up to that 14,000. That was the last of our 4-layer task shapes. And so that is all good. I'm waiting for these guys to clear out, and then I'm going to cut the lines. Is that our last? No, here's our last shape. And boom. Alright, so shapes are cut off for over here. So today we are going to get going on the old crystal, ma'am. Sorry, I was waiting for this one to get through. Okay, we've got no trains stuck over here. Excellent. So this this normal MAM is still being fed, which is great. One of the things I did do, just because this shape is a million circles, it's non-stop circles, so it kept timing out. So I created this little deal here, and I just grabbed some circle shapes and had a couple cars. The shape trains are blue and white, so this one's red, and literally all it is circles, and just comes into here and fills those up. So anyway, it's not really needed anymore. I'm gonna go ahead and let those guys finish out, and we can get rid of this, and yeah, we'll let it go ahead and deliver. Anyway, so now what we need to do, we've done some pre-planning. This is the size of the crystal MAM, so all of this is going to be in here eventually. But right now, all we're going to do is 3 levels, and we're going to take this yellow, and this is going to be crystal. The others are going to continue doing task shapes. Those are going to do, we're just going to do 3-level task shapes. So because we're already doing this, I'm going to have it go ahead and do this one. And you can see I already did a couple of those shapes. And a couple of these came in too. By luck. Alright. So let's put this in. And you can see now we've got the red, the white, and the uncolored channels going out, but not the yellow. So this top one is yellow. Okay, and then another thing I did too is I copied the shape unloaders and the paint unloaders to over here for all of these, just so we know where they are and what's going on. So I'm going to, because we have those, that tells us where other things are. So I'm going to delete all of that. I'm going to leave those, this stuff, and then over here I'm just going to copy all of this and this, not that. And actually not that. Okay. Copying this, and I'm going to put it here, just lining it up like so. Perfect. Now what's going to happen is these shapes are going to come out of here. And they're going to run into here. And then we need one more. Okay. So this is going to run into there and going to half colored here and then the other half colored here, if this layer has crystals. Then those are going to just run right into the MAM. All right, so I'm going to, this is scary, chop a chop. Oop, okay, those, and then these. And let's just get rid of this. Oop. I don't want to delete that yet. Although I think I can. So what we're going to do now, again, this is going to be for 3-layer shapes. So we can get rid of this and most of this and this. And we're just going to go in there and in there. Oh, and then one more. Okay, so this brings the output of this and puts it in here, and then this will decide whether or not it needs to go into the stacker or not. And we need to get rid of this. So this and does not need to be stacked. Boink. Okay. Is that right? This is white, and this one up here is white. So yes, if yeah, that's right. That's gonna let us make these 3-layer shapes. I believe we're just gonna have to keep looking and making sure that these are going through. And that's still 4-layer, which is okay. But I think that's working. We're just gonna have to check in on it. Let's go ahead and come over to this, and we're gonna unpin that, and we will pin this instead. So at some point I'll glance over here and we'll just see if this number is going up. In the meantime, let's also look at our operator shapes. This and this are in, and I had trouble with this shape because what was happening, and I thought I had fixed this before, but using our filter, what was happening was these were coming down and going down this way, and this was up top. So now it's on the right. Imagine it's here on the right side, okay? So it's coming in on the right side here. Well, if this is on the bottom, it's also on the right side. So it means this was only getting a half belt. So I fixed that. And so I'm going to go ahead and claim. Here we go. Well, we've got one using the full shape filter. And that's it. Okay. Let's do this. I'm gonna delete those guys and take this. So I'm copying this, and I want it to be lined up with this and with that rail up above. So I think right there. Right, we're lined up here. Yep, and we're lined up here. Excellent. That's what we want. So this is going to make our crystallization. Now I'm going to also get rid of these guys and bring this up. And most importantly, I want to put this in. I want our crystal color train to be doing some corkscrew and some corkscrew on that. Sorry, that just sounds bad. And to here. I think we're going to do a double. Okay, so that's going to be this one coming up to there. Okay, so this is great. It's going to start feeding shapes and colors in here. And we'll keep feeding into these others, because these others are about to run out of circles. See? So because we've got that red line coming in, that's just going to bring circles in. Oh wait, except I just deleted it, didn't I? Hey. There's one right there. All right. Sure, why not? Just for now. Raw resources, miner block. Put you in there and you in there. All right. We'll keep it going. Excellent. This is great. This is good. And yes, we are getting more, but now see, it's paused because we've run out of circles. So this was what, 353, now it's 411, so that means there are some rolling in, but we're low on circles there, we're out of circles there, we're out of circles here. And there's a few, but not enough. Okay, all good. Not what is vital. So let me talk about crystal. We are going to make assumptions for crystals. A couple things. Number one, we're going to assume that any time that any of these shapes are going to be full shapes, that we're not going to have partial layers like this one on the bottom that's only a half block. We're going to assume that would be full of crystal. Okay, so as you can see here, this is a full shape with half circles and half cyan crystal. That's the assumption. Right now we're only building one layer, and so there's a number of different ways to do this. The way I am going to go about it is, I think a good way, and that is we are going to basically take anything that's a crystal on the shape that we receive, the random shape we receive, we're going to take that and we're going to convert it into a pin. So we're going to make it think that this right here is basically uncolored circle, pin, pin. Okay? Or it would be pin, uncolored circle, pin, to be more accurate. And the way we're going to do that is with some magic wiring. So let's do it. I'm going to start off. I'm going to grab a tall one here. A tall boy. And let's, I think we'll start at the top. You know, I'm going to start at the bottom because this is the way I mapped it out before. And let's get this and the receiver. Alright, we're going to put a receiver there. This would be receiving shape 1. And wires. Okay. So let's do this. And actually, I'm going to move you back, because I may kibosh this and swap it out with a steady signal, a signal producer. Let's put that on there. So again, this is our original shape. This is where we're starting. So what I'm going to do is bring this up, and what we want to do is we're going to cut that into sections. So our first one is going to be this. Actually, we want this. And then let's look at our... Okay. So we've got color coming out this way, and we've got shape coming out this way, which is what we want, because then we are going to paint that right away. Paint, paint. Okay, so again, shape is down here. And we're going to have this coming up this way. Why are you not doing that? Ah. Alright. Different output. What I want to do is that. Yes. Okay. So input, input. And again, now this is just combine. Let me see here. Yes. So this is, again, is this. And why is it not doing color? This should be combining things. Let's try it again. Paint. Let's try it there. Nothing. That's not good. All right. Frustration. Am I doing the wrong machine? Simulated painter. And then give it an F flip to be there. All right. Well, let's carry on my wayward son. Let's see if this works just when we get to the end of it all. So what we're going to do is we are bringing this out here. Actually, we're going to get an equal and a signal producer. So again, we're just looking at this, and we want to see if it equals a crystal. So this is going to be CU and dashes. So if that is, then we want to send it along. And we're putting in a gate right here. Okay, so this will send its information along if both of these are true. But here's the secret. Oops. On this one, we are going to use our not equal. Okay, so with those both on, now it's going to send this signal through. And we're just going to run it out there for now. Then what we want to do is have this come along here, because this is where we're we're going to turn it into a pin. And again, we're going to take that and create a pin. 1, 2, that's 2, 3, 4. Okay, but this gets a knot. And then this has a gate. Why is that red? This is not the way it was working. Aha, here we go. That. And that. Okay, now... Arg! You should be showing a pin up here. Alright. This is annoying. Alright, give me a second here. Alright, we are working now. I don't know what it was. It seems that sometimes when you draw these, when you put these in, they are not doing the thing they should be doing. But this is not equal. These are normal gates, and here's our knot. So what's happening is this signal comes in, it's looking at the top right, which of course is our teal crystal. But it's a crystal, that's the main thing. I guess we don't really, do we even care that it is that it gets painted? You know, I don't think we do. Let's try this. Yeah, that seems to work fine. I don't know why we would care otherwise. Oh, I do know. It's because of the ones that are not crystals. We need to know their colors. Okay. So this is what we want. So it's bringing it in, and it's following that same logic that I mentioned before, but then it's actually converting into a pin. And we're going to plunk these guys up here like so. And we're going to copy those in. This, of course, is going to be giving all the exact same results. And what we want to do is give each of these a rotate. 1, 2, 3. Okay, perfect. So that gives us our whole shape. Now what we need to do is, we're going to grab these, pull it out here, and we need to re-rotate these around. So this one gets 3 rotations, 2 and 1 and none here. So now we have the whole shape built. It's not put together, but this is the whole shape. So then what we need to do is put it together. And well, we will do this. We need stacker, like so, and then like so. and there, then that and that. Now we should have our shape. Yay! So you can see this is the exact same shape, but with pins instead of crystals. So that's what we're going to tell our MAM this section here to build. Okay, then it's going to run it through here, and if there are crystals, it's going to color them, and we'll get that designed. So how are we doing here? How come this is so low? That one is done. Why has this not moved in quite a while? We've got these in here. Ah, that's why. Release the beast. Okay. There we go. In the meantime, we've got circles, circles, and circles. We've got lots of circles now. So that's good. Oops. Okay, and oh, that's right. We have no... We can start getting shapes and colors coming in here. Now those others are full. Okay. So, what to do? Alright. So as I mentioned, we have this train now, which is all 7 colors. Okay. And we need to unload the fluid here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So close. 7. And we are going to put a stop there and there. Now let's get space pipes. These are going to be coming in and doing this. Now, again, I do want to fess up. This design is heavily inspired by Nilaus, but I am not planning on copying him exactly. So, as I did mention last time, the amount of color it takes to crystallize something, I see this is moving now, which is good. It takes twice as much color to crystallize than it does to paint. So that's why we're doing 2. So we're going to have a full line coming in here of 4 rows, right? So these are coming in all 4. And what we're going to do is break 2 of them off if they need to be crystallized. We're going to break 2 of them off, and we'll crystallize them down here and then put them back up into the lane. So now we'll have 2 lanes of raw and 2 lanes of crystallized. Then up here we'll break out the other 2 again if needed to come down and get crystallized and then sent back up. And then we'll have coming out of here a full belt of our final shape. Alright, and then that is going to, let's see, so that comes out 1, 2, yeah, that can come right here. Eventually, then this is going to come into our stacker here, so it'll come down like this, like so, into the stacker, or something like that. and be part of the magic down there. As I've said, we're starting off with just one, so for now I'm just going to run it in there. So our crystallized ones are going to run in there. Okay. Alright, so let's go back to this. What we need to do now is detect our shape. So let's go over here. Wire receiver is here. And we're on yellow. So let's bring this up like this. Why are you not doing the thing that you should be doing? Okay. So I'm going to remove that. That's right. I think I'm just doing the pulling this off from here. So shape 1. Okay. And yes, I'm rotated. So this is north. So that is our shape. And now I want to bring this up. And look at the top right. We're just going to inspect that top right. Get that and that. Okay, so this is telling us our color, which is what we want, but let's see if we can get it on the other side. Okay. So that's telling us our crystal color. Alright. So, and that's all correct. So what we want to do, though, is kind of say if this is a crystal, then send the color along. The other thing I think I said, or our assumption is, there's only going to be one crystal color per layer. Okay. Alright, so let's see if we can get that working. Okay. So, first let's compare this shape. We're going to say that if that equals, alright, that's what we want. If that equals this, and this is our CU, down to 3, then send on a signal. What is that? I meant CU, lowercase cu. Okay, yes, now it's sending the signal. Because again, yes, that's a 1. Alright. So then we're going to do a gate. And where's our gate? Is here. This. And that sends this. Now see if that's broken, it's going to send nothing. Perfect. Okay. Good, good, good. Now what I want to do is have that hop over. Because then I'm going to bring this up and do the same thing for the next quadrant. I did not want that. Okay, so let's do a rotate. And that. Okay. Looking good so far. Right there. Now that's giving us nothing because this is now in the this is the shape as opposed to the crystal. And this should do the same, should also be nothing. Excellent. That is working. Now, so that's telling us what color these crystals should be. And I'm going to put this, I'm going to hide it up here, I think. Is that good? Okay. So we're going to gather all these signals together, and this should just be cyan. Yay. Alright. That's what we want. Now, it's kind of in the way of this. So that's easy. We're going to take this, cut it, and bring it here. Okay. So now it's out of the way of this. Now if we're getting no color at all, that means this layer has no crystals in it. Look at these just ugly shapes. Sorry, all shapes are beautiful, but that's just not a great shape. Okay, this one's done. And we're going to unselect it. Then when we're doing 2 layers, I just want to focus on 3 layer shapes right now. So let's get this guy. 3 layer. Okay, we'll come back to you. Here. Okay. Yes, that's good to go. Okay. Alright, here we are. So if this is a shape that has no crystal, a layer that has no crystal, then this is going to be blank. And we can fake that by taking this, cutting that. And we'll say see you, see you, see you, see you. Yeah. So that is that. Okay. So, what do we want to do? We need, so we're going to come down here, and these guys are going to chug along, but let's just have them jump right away. Then these two are going to jump there and there if not needed. And then here we're going to put... Oh, we can't do that. So do one there and one there. No, that. Okay. So this signal is going to come down and hit both of these. And in the meantime, we just want that, and that. Okay, now we're even through there. So, here's the interesting question. Does this count as null? So let's see. Signal producer right here is null, and this is equal. It looks like yes. So this is the non-shape, and this, in this case, I would want things to continue through. So that's what they're doing. The power here says yes, continue on. But if we go straight through, then it's saying no, and now it tells us that, hey, there is a color being called for, so you gotta go down this way. And I think that works. Cool. Okay, we're getting there. Sorry, this is a little bit of a longer episode, but I think it's feeling good. And you know what? I'm wondering if we should just call it right now and come back next episode and finish this up, because we haven't even started the painting, the crystallizationing. So yeah, why don't we do that? We're cruising along. Things are looking good. This is yellow. And right now there is no yellow signal going out. So this is going to basically feed into that. Right, so right here we're going to have a transmitter. And that is going to be yellow. And now, once I've done that, this is going to start hopping. Because, yeah, you can see circles are starting to go through. And down here, this is going to start converting... Oh, no, it's also going to be pins. So we've got circles, yep, and now here's pins. So that's making our base shape. And that's what's all going to feed into here. So why don't we do that? Let's take a break, and we're going to come back next episode and get this finished. But I think you can see where it's going. We have a teal signal here, so that's going to come down, and we'll have some machine down here that says, hey, I need to use the teal color from here. Woody, you can hear he agrees. So let's do that. And again, thank you so much for joining us. If you're enjoying this, if it's helping you all, a like and a subscribe is always appreciated. And thank you very much. We will catch you next episode. This is Gramps signing off.